Good morning. You're listening to FortDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Alex Roberts, the owner and CEO of Roberts Carpet and Pine Floors. Alex, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kemp?
I'm good. So this is a family-run business, the largest retail operation probably in Houston, Texas, and your father started it 41 years ago, and you took over full ownership and control of the business last year. Give us a brief summary of your operation in Houston.
We have 9 retail locations. We're the largest better and goods flooring store in Houston, Texas. We do carpet, hardwood. We're getting back into tile lately. We do some floating floors. We're all over the place. But our specialty, our bread and butter, is better and goods.
All right. So you operate on the upper end of the business, and that's where there's a little bit more demand right now. Tell us, how's business?
We are really fortunate. Business is good for us, on the retail side especially. It's been a good year. Some of our locations are doing better than others, but overall, we're definitely up.
I was talking to your dad the other day, and he spends a lot of time in Colorado, and he said that Alex is doing a better job than I did. That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Beginner's luck. But yeah, he's retired mostly, but he still answers the phone. He still gives a lot of advice. You know, when something unusual pops up, he's super helpful, but he does spend most of his time in Colorado. It kind of helps me with the weird thing.
I think part of the secret is that he really was passionate about the shopping center business, and you're actually passionate about the retail flooring business. So I think that may be part of it. Where are you finding growth in this soft market?
We have a rule here, a new rule I put in place last year, that nobody's allowed to say no but me. So we take on some weirder jobs than we have. I think that we're equipped to handle it. I have a really talented staff, and that makes us more capable than most other retailers in our field. We can do things that not everyone can do. We can fabricate patterned wood. We don't need a pre-finished herringbone. We can fabricate our own. We'll coal and spline the end joints and make it work and do a beautiful job. So that's just something unusual, and it helps us get that edge on our competitors. We can also sand and finish. I have a guy that I work with who's amazing. I call him a flooring scientist. He'll tell you what grit levels you need, 8 different formulas to get the right color, 2 parts this, 1 part this, 3 parts that. He can just achieve magic. So we're taking on those jobs, and that helps us get that edge. But also it's just about company culture. It's just about supporting each other, making sure that we're a team. We don't play the blame game here. We try to take as many preventative measures as possible. But if something pops up, which it does because this is custom work, we say, hey, how do we take care of the customer? What can we do right now to make things work? And then afterwards, we sit down and talk about what we can do in the future. That's a big part of it.
All right. So you're nurturing your talent and letting them go is what it sounds like you're focused on doing now. Tell us what's selling. How's the balance? Yeah. Is it mostly carpet, mostly hardwood, or how's that balance working out?
We do a lot of carpet and a lot of hardwood. We don't do a ton of floating floors. We are growing our laminate business. We have some decent WPC business, but we aren't a big player in SPC. It can be a race to the bottom. Everyone's out there doing the same thing, and it's hard to participate and make that lucrative. Our guys are already so busy. We can't waste our time doing something that we can't come out on top on. So we really focus on what we know. With carpet, it's nice because the competition isn't as fierce when it comes to installing woven goods and, more difficult products. We know we can handle it and stand behind it. That really gives us an edge there. Growing our stair runner and custom sized rug business, really trying to hone in and just see opportunity. A lot of times that's an add-on to something that people don't realize we can do. It opens up the market for us, right? Because not everyone can afford to spend tens of thousands of dollars on hardwood, but it's a nice rug to accent their home is more affordable for most people. It's still a luxury, but it's not one of the biggest expenses they're going to make in their life. So yeah, we're just trying to focus on what we know we do well and get the word out there that we can do that better than I think anyone else in town, and working for us.
You mentioned that you're getting back in the tile business, so I guess you were in it for a little while and kind of got out of it, and now you're getting back in it.
Yeah. So when Sam Roberts started this business, he's got a lot of isms, and one thing that he always told me is that there weren't a lot of people in carpet that were doing other parts of flooring. But for a while, it became really hard to make the tile business work for us. Everybody warned me, that's going to be 5% of your business and 90% of your claims. So I'm dipping my toes. I brought in some extra help with it, and I've been taking lessons with the Mapei guys. I just want to make sure that we take all of preventative measures to make sure that everything's done right. We're not going to be the cheapest people in town when it comes to tile, but we're okay there. We've partnered with Dell Tile. We're looking for more partners to just make sure that we can grow that business and keep the Roberts name behind it. Everybody knows that they can trust we're going to do everything right. That's the big thing for us.
A couple of little things just to mention. You have a daughter. How old is your daughter now?
Yeah, I have 2 daughters. I have a 4-year-old and I have a 7-month-old baby. I'm tired, but it's nice. It's a challenge to balance things, but I imagine that's the case for most of us, right?
I should mention that you're an NFA member. Most people know Sam's been very active with the NFA organization, and you're stepping in as well. And that meeting is in Alaska this fall, and you're going, right?
It is. I'm definitely going to be there. I am so fortunate to have that group behind us. That is definitely part of the reason we're so successful and why I was able to jump into things and pick it up relatively quickly. Still learning, of course. The community there is so special and has helped me grow immensely, and I'm incredibly appreciative and really looking forward to Alaska. I always learn a ton. My trick is to wake up early, go to breakfast, pick everyone's brains. It's a great opportunity. You're in a room filled with people that really know their stuff, super knowledgeable, incredibly bright, and successful.
Sounds like you take after your father on the getting up early and being there and answering the bell. Thanks for spending time with our listeners. Again, been talking to Alex Roberts, the owner and CEO of Roberts Carpet and Fine Floors. And you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.